Happy Tuesday. So it's Tarot Time Tuesday with Trish today. I hope you're all well, happy, healthy, wealthy, and abundant. Give me a minute. Let me pull up my chat. Diamond Girl. First, good job. Mary Jane, hello. I don't know about mods today, so bear with me. Tahasbe, hello. Jojo, hey. Irene, hello. I'm glad y'all could make it. Angelica, hello. Cookie Bear, hey. Hopefully you're well. Been a while. Pretty in Pink, hello. Firefly Magic, hello. Laura, hello. And I got y'all added, yeah. Hello, Anna, welcome. I'm gonna let it fill up a little bit. Maybe I'll do my own little, hey, Ari, long time no see. Maybe I'll do a list real quick. Let's see if I can do this. You know what? I'm gonna do it on my phone. It'll be easier. Alright. Give me a second. And thank y'all for liking. I appreciate y'all. It's not letting me pull it up. Never mind, never mind. Veronica, hello. Happy Tuesday. And yeah, sorry I had to change it this week. I'm going out of town for the weekend, so. It's good to see y'all all. Hopefully the week's been treating you well. I'm just gonna let it fill up and then we'll start. How you been, Ari? It's been a long time. I ain't seen you in a while. Oh, first date in 3 years. That would be me if I actually was going on a date. I understand. I hope it goes well for you. Even if it doesn't, just enjoy it. She said with a guy. No, with my dog. That's good, Ari. I'm happy, happy. Happy, happy. I'm just gonna give it a minute just to see if anybody else shows up. And again, sorry if I don't have a mod. I don't know if I do or not, but we'll see. I mean, going anywhere with anybody is fun. Well, maybe not anybody. Some people are not as fun. This might be a quick one today if I don't get any more to come in. I don't know why it won't let me on my live. Hold on. Anybody else being affected by the full moon? I've been tired, tired, tired. This one wore me down. I'm not sure. I think they said it's in Sagittarius or Scorpio, one of the two. Or it's going to change from Scorpio to Sagittarius. You're tired too? Man, I was like, what is wrong with me? I just feel almost terrible, like I came down with the flu. But I know it's that moon. Hopefully it fades in the next few days. And then we get some nicer moons next time. It's going to Sag. Yeah, that's what I thought. But I think last night it was in Scorpio. I'm not for sure. I'm not really good at astrology. I know a little bit, but not. I would not call myself an expert. Up until like 7 years ago, I didn't even know anybody else's zodiac sign around me. All right, let's just start. I'll fill up the list as we go. So, Diamond Girl, you got to be first today. What is your question? Hard to wake up in the morning. Yeah, me too. Like sluggish. Achy. It could also just be what's going on in the world right now. Who knows? Who knows? Thank you, Veronica, for your 2 donations, love. I'm going to do Diamond Girl and then I will do your donation, okay? Alright, Diamond Girl. Hey, Sienna, welcome. Thank you, I appreciate you, Veronica. Alright, Diamond Girl, what's coming towards you in love for the rest of the month of June and July? Okay. June and July, love. Diamond Girl. She was first today, so let's see. Where are we at? Where are we at? Okay. It's saying June and July may not be like the month for love. It just says be patient with the 7 of Pentacles. Just keep investing into yourself because it looks like you're walking away from something. You're letting something go. And when you're doing this, you're becoming the Empress. So, of course, once you fully embody the Empress, you're going to attract the Emperor. So, June and July might be preparation for the fall. It kind of feels like to me. I feel like fall is significant. I feel like by fall is when you will step into some kind of love situation. Don't hold me to it because the energy changes every day. Like if you speed up a little bit or whatever, but right now it just looks like be patient. Keep investing in you because you're becoming the best version of who you are, and with that you're going to attract that highest version of, your partner. Rising Phoenix, I do have your donation from the other day, just saying. But Veronica donated and I told her she'd be next. So if you want to use that donation from the other day, just let me know and I will do it as soon as I finish with Veronica. And I did add you to the list as well. Alright, Veronica, what is your first question? You're welcome, Diamond Girl. You know what? Sometimes we have to kind of adjust our sight because maybe they don't look exactly the way that you would think you'd want somebody, but when you love somebody, all those imperfections fade away, right? So, I mean, in time, Ari, if this is the right person for you, you'll fall in love and you'll forget that you ever wanted something different. Okay, Rising Phoenix, you will go after Veronica. All right, first question. What will your future husband love about you? He better love everything about you, even your dirty draws, all of it, everything. I'm not saying you got them, but just in case you do one day have some dirty draws, he's gonna love them. How does Philip say it? He would drink your bath water, which to me is disgusting, but you get it. All right, so Veronica, let's see. What are they gonna love about you? Kind of what they're telling me is they're gonna love, like I said, pretty much everything about you, like the good, the bad, the ugly. It feels like they're gonna love you for all the experiences you've had in your life. Um, Maybe they love climbing your walls, or seeing how far that you've come or overcome things in your life. Um, and also it's like, I don't think with the person that's your forever person is you're gonna how does it say it, like you're not gonna fully open up at first, and so they kind of enjoy the mystery. They enjoy that you don't just give everything of yourself right away. This person is just gonna be magnetically drawn to you. There's a lot of pentacles here, which say to me like they love that you're grounded, you're earthly, you make a great mother, you're a provider, and you don't need anybody. You want somebody, but you don't need them, and that to them is like, okay, I have a healed female here that isn't necessarily wounded. She's learned to change her pain into power, basically. So they love your strength. They love your beauty. They love just how you can make every day good. No matter what you come across, in the good, the bad, you're always steady. Very earthly energy. So you might be dealing with an earth sign. Yeah, again, Six of Pentacles. Like, you have enough to give out. By the time you meet this person, you will have enough to maybe help the homeless, give of yourself, using maybe something that you've been through as a tool to help others. They love that you have a very giving nature, but you don't just give it away freely. Yeah, you've healed. You bring a sense of peace to this person. And it's kind of like what they're saying is that you block out the noise of the world. You kind of are guided by an inner system, right? You're guided by the universe. You don't listen to all of the extraneous noise. Um, you're able to clear up the static in this person's mind. This gives me the energy with the Seven of Swords, is that, like, even though you're not like a liar or manipulative, you are like the guppy, right? You come off as this very sweet, innocent, loving person, but don't fuck around and find out, basically, because if it comes down to it, you can serve it just as much as you could take it, basically. And so they like your feistiness, they like your ability to adapt to situations, and of course they're going to be attracted to you, and all of those things, but this is more internal. This person just loves you and where you are at and how far you've come. So that's what I've got for you on that one. And thank you, Laura, for getting the list. I appreciate you, boo. I do. Okay, so Rising Peanut, see a cutie. Let's see, Roxana, hello. All right, let me shuffle these back in, and I will get to your second question. Ari, that sounds good. Every time you come here and you have to talk about food. Oh, you know I'm hungry, girl. Where is mine? Share the wealth. Share the sesame chicken with your girl. Because I'm hungry. I always fast until after my live, so I'm always hungry on my lives. Y'all talk about food and stuff, I'm like, my stomach starts growling. And hey, Cece Moon, welcome, love. Good to see you. You're hungry too? Girl, it's horrible. My stomach's like, feed me. Seymour, feed me, Seymour. If you're young, you don't understand that, but I appreciate you, Laura. Thank you, boo. You're the best. Let me just kind of, let me see. I'm going to pin the message so people can go there if they need to see the list. And thank you, babe. You're motivated by food, money, and sexy time. Oh, yeah. Me too. Me too, girl. Me too. Okay, what can I ask what my future husband will be like, personality, and how your dynamic would be? Okay, Rising Phoenix. Are you sure, babe? I'm almost done. I just have one ahead of you, babe. But if you'd like, I will put it for another time. I love food, but food doesn't love me anymore. I think they put too many chemicals in our food. Too many chemicals. Alright, babe. Let's see. How will your future husband be? And what will they love about you? Or how will your dynamic be? This person gives me very fiery energy. And they may have been like a playboy in the past. But they've learned a lot from being a playboy, right? They've learned that maybe the streets aren't for them anymore. Is kind of what I'm getting. They're very intelligent, very strategic. They're a go-getter. They're an emperor, right? You're attracting an emperor. So the emperor is going to handle business. They may have their own business. If they want it, they go after it. And with you, it's like there's just this draw. There's a very strong physical connection here. This person seems to be very intelligent, but they don't really say much about it. It kind of is like they'll watch and they'll observe, but they'll see things that most people would miss. Like if somebody's trying to mess them over or whatever, they catch it immediately. They're also very healed. Like I said, they were a player and now they're the man, right? So they've been there, done that, effed around, found out a few times, and they've healed from that. They've learned why they want a true love. They want something secure. Because you're an empress. And together, empress, emperor. Divine match, right? Right next to the lovers. So this is like a meant to be divine connection. You both inspire each other to grow. You teach each other things. I feel like your communication is like you have a lot to talk about. And it seems to be like an unusual, like, maybe y'all talk about deeper things, not just surface level things. And you're their wish come true, you know. Like I said, they're healed. And it's kind of like when they meet you, they're like, I found the one. I found the one. That's the one I want. Because I do feel like they've been through some sort of ego death in the past. Hey, Jason. Space Cowboy. Oops, I missed people. Mike. And Space Cowboy. And Jason. And you're going to use it today? Oh, other time. Okay. Alright, so if you don't want to use it, we'll start on We'll go back to the free list then, Rising. Jason. Alright. So, that's... I hope that answered your question, love. Thank you again for your donation, boo. Alright, so... Mary Jane, you are next. You're welcome, babe. Thank you for being here. Okay, will you find love soon? Let me finish shuffling these cards and I will check for you, babe. It's funny, I have a bunch of mods saved, but the main ones are just Jeannie and Jean. Let's see. Will Mary Jane find love soon? The Sun card would be a yes. I would think so. Maybe Leo season is significant for you. Okay. It feels like the one that you want, the love that's going to be right for you, is going to come in the middle of... It's kind of like they show up right on time. Like there's... I don't know if you have options or something like that, but it feels like they show up right in time. They knock out the competition. They're very upfront. But I do think you're going to find love or the beginning of something that, you know, would end in love probably around July, as long as the energies stay the same. So that's not July and August. Leo season. I don't know why I said July, but it could be significant. And it's very close, so I would say that's pretty soon. Hey, Rachel. Welcome, boo. Welcome. Let me add you. Alright, so Tahasve, you are next, love. You're welcome, boo. Yeah, she's gonna be added. What are Siddharth's next actions towards you? I feel like he's gonna come out of hiding. I feel like right now he's very silent. It does show he wants to come in and move past the conflict. So, especially with the devil here, it gives me the energy of like he'll say anything to get you under his spell. Because the Lovers is next to it. And to me, the difference between the Lovers and the devil is one is bondage and obsession and weirdness, right? And the Lovers is safe. So when they come in, it doesn't look like they're coming in with what they say they are, right? Because what they're showing me is like, oh, I want to move past the conflict. I want to give you something. I want to make up things. I want to give back with you. But it's coming from still this devil place. And to me, that can be tricky, right? That's jealousy and control. So it's almost like they're lying about what they can give you. They're going to come forward, yes. But what they say is not what's going to happen from what I can see. It looks like they will paint you the most beautiful picture in the world to get you back under their spell. So I would say, you know, for the time being, when that happens, make sure that you don't just, oh my gosh, he's here, I love him so much. Don't do that, because all you're going to end up doing is repeating that cycle, you know. I would just tell him his behavior is unacceptable and he needs to go until he can figure his stuff out. Like, no pretty words are going to make up for it. Anyways, that's just my opinion, though. You know, you can do whatever you want. And thank you, Laura. Alright. And I wish you the best, boo. I really do. But I want to make sure that y'all are aware that if it sounds like, if it quacks like a duck and walks like a duck, it's a duck. Alright, so Jojo, you are next, boo. And again, Laura, you are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me unpin this one and get the new one. Hold on. Let's see. Unpin. Alright, now let's pin this one. You made it all pretty and everything. If you have any interest in being a mod, I would definitely love to have you. Alright. Irene. No Jojo. So we got Irene next. What is Tivo's energy towards you? Let's see. I feel like they miss you. It kind of is killing them right now because you're doing it. You're standing strong, and I love myself. I'm always going to put myself first because nobody else is, right? And so they're kind of looking like maybe they thought without them you would crumble and be sad and all of these things, but you're like standing up. You're like, it's okay. I don't mind being single. I got things to do anyway. I may want you, but I don't need you. And that's the way they're telling me, is like their feelings toward you are like, damn, she's good without me. I wonder if she could be better with me, you know? But he's still kind of stuck in this cycle of woe is me, you know. And with that, in time things will change, and I do feel like they will reach out to you, but right now they're kind of looking at you like, you don't miss me at all. Like, you're doing things without me, like, whoa, never thought I'd see the day, or something like that. So maybe they didn't give you as much credit as they should have in the past, and now they're like, okay, I need to catch up. Alright, Angelica, you are next, boo. Jojo, you are late, babe. You are late. Y'all need to make sure that you are, like, up to date where the live is, because if you are behind, you're going to end up missing the turn. Alright, Angelica. What do your angels want you to know? And I'm not trying to be mean when I do that, but at the same time, like, if you're not here supporting the live, you know, you missed your turn. I'm sorry. Alright, let's see. What are the angels? What do the angels want you to know? You're almost there. And they're kind of giving me like a congratulations. You're aligning with something very amazing, and you don't quite see it because you're still kind of learning to balance your life and your feelings and all of these things. And the song that's playing right now is Read All About It by Emily Sand. And this is kind of like you're embracing your journey now. You're like, I don't necessarily want anything in particular. I just want something new. I want something amazing. And Spirit's like, be patient, because this new beginning towards this Ten of Pentacles is right around the corner. You're just in the, like, almost like the end of something very painful. You're going to be happy before you know it. Just embrace the universe and work with the universe. Don't fight against the universe. Because God knows what you need more than you do. And so the more that you can trust in that, the more that you align with that highest timeline. Baby, you weren't here, love. You didn't post your question until like 5 minutes later. And I'm not trying to be mean, like I said. AA, yes, you got the last spot. Oh, I'm glad, Angelica. Alright, Cookie Bear, it is your turn. Okay, you blocked R, so should I unblock him or just walk away? If you want my opinion, I would say keep him blocked. Because a lot of times the rear view mirror will keep us from what we need to be paying attention to in the present moment. And unfortunately, there are things in our past that may end up coming back around in a different version. But the way I see it is just keep focusing on your forward, because I think that's where you're going to find the, yeah. Because as long as you keep going back and forth, you're always going to be focused in the rear view, the Three of Cups, the things that didn't work, the fact that you know he's not financially stable, and because you're facing the back, you're going to miss the opportunity that's like right in front of you if you would just turn back around, you know? Because that's the Four of Cups. And yes, this person may have served a lesson in your life, but they didn't show up for you. The Hermit. It's like you were always disappointed by them. You loved them and you always wanted to go back to the first time when everything was good and great. But like I said, the Hermit is the best solution for you is to quit looking back here, because something good is coming for you very soon and you don't want to miss it, you know? And if you think about it, the Four of Cups and the Six of Cups equal the Ten of Cups. So separately, they don't mean anything, but together, it's like there's a purpose for it. And this might be like a lesson for you to completely, you know, stand up for yourself and say, you know what, I deserve better. I gave him enough chances and it's done. And then you run smack dab into the love of your life. But I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Okay, thank you, Jason. What is your question, boo? And I'm going to do Pretty in Pink because she posted, and I will do you after, okay? Has Kay been thinking about you and missing you lately? Let's see. They definitely think about you, but they think like you are done with them. You've had enough. You've put your sword in there and you've said, I've invested enough time. I want something new. But because of that, they're like, I don't know, they're in this place of, should I or shouldn't I come forward? Should I let her have this new beginning? Or should I come back around and try again? Am I ready for that? Am I ready to give her the love she deserves? And so right now it's kind of an in-between. It's like, he's been thinking about you, definitely. Missing you, yes. But he doesn't think the same. Like, he doesn't think you feel that way about him. And the song right now is playing is Talking to the Moon. Alright, Jason, your turn, my love. And I hope that helps. Let's see. Let's pin. pin this one. There we go. And thank you again, Laura. You're the best. All right, Jason. Will you ever hear back from the Virgo? Or will you hear back from the Virgo soon? You're welcome, boo. Let's see. Will Jason hear from this Virgo again? Or will he hear from her soon? I do feel like you will in time. I don't necessarily think right away. I think your person or this Virgo is going through a massive change. She may have been living kind of in an illusion. And so she's pulled back, most definitely the Hermit. And she is still focused on things that didn't work out. Like, she has a very lack mentality. She has a passion for you, though, so there is like this draw still, but she fights against it because of her own internal blockages. Let's see. And she honestly feels like she's walked away and now, like, she knows she hurt you. She knows she disappointed you. And she's like, he's not going to want to have anything to do with me. Maybe in time he will. So maybe she's kind of letting time pass a little bit first. I think she'll probably reach out around Leo season. Leo, Virgo season. So we have 5, 5, 5, 5. So 55, 55. There will be a chance for a new beginning. But she's in a massive, massive change. And the song that's playing right now is Unpretty. So she's dealing with some unpretty things from her past, it looks like. But, I mean, you don't really want to deal with somebody. And what I get is, like, okay, a lot of times we separate from people, right? And we're like, okay, we're going to heal. And we do. And we stay single for this long period of time. This is kind of the story I'm getting. It's like maybe she stayed single for so long that she was like, I'm healed, I'm ready, I'm good. But as soon as she got into something, it's like those triggers and those wounds started to resurface, because you can't heal certain parts until you tap into them or have somebody tap into them for you. So I feel like your connection is, you triggered things that she thought she had healed. I don't think she went into this with bad intentions. I think it was more of like, she thought she was further along than she actually was. And that's unfortunate, because I do feel that, you know, there's a connection here, but it can't really be anything more than what it is right now until she works through this illusion she's been sitting in, that I lose everything, you know. And so she's basically, you know, if that, let's say that's her fear, like, I lose everything, everybody walks away from me, that's what she's manifesting. You know, that's exactly the mirror that she's going to be shown until she quits it. And even if it's not on the surface, when you go deep, it's going to resurface. So I think y'all got too deep and she was like, oh shit. And she had to take some time. But that's what I get, babe. Yeah, I would give them as much space as they need. You know, if they need to go to the moon, go ahead and go to the moon. When you come back, we'll talk about it. All right, Firefly, you are next. Levin, thank you again, Jason. I appreciate you, boo. And it really sucks to deal with people like that. Um, but at the same time, they're human. Like, they don't know. All right, what did Scorpio hope or want to happen with Miss W and just in that connection before they fell out and took a downturn? All right, what did he want from that connection? Let's see. What did he want from Mrs. W? To me, it looks like she was a distraction. Um, it's like, I call them time wasters, right? Like, you get into a connection and you're not really invested into it because you know you're like still hurt from another person, and you're just kind of biding time until you can get back to the other person. That's the way it feels. It looks like it was something that he did to waste time and to take his mind off of the pain he felt on the inside while waiting for something else. So I don't think he was very invested. Yeah, I'm not sure. He just showed me like, it was nothing. It was nothing. It was just something to bide my time, to take my mind off of things. Yeah, just to waste time, just to have somebody to do things with, I guess you could say. All right, Laura, you are next, my dearest Laura. I'm gonna give you an extended for um, making the list for me. So, what is your question? I'm gonna give you a little more cards because I appreciate you so much. You're welcome, babe. And of course, of course, of course, Rachel. Laura, where you at, boo? Oh, my nose itches. Okay, what is he thinking about you now? Let's see. Let's give you a little extended for this because as a thank you. Let's see. This gives me like full speed ahead. If y'all aren't together, it looks like he's dreaming up like this perfect return, right? Or this perfect reunion of sorts. Um, the connection runs very deep between the two of you, from what he's telling me. Something about this connection is teaching him to love himself more as well. With the Six of Cups, Three of Cups. It's a very deep felt connection with the well. Like everything that he could ever want, the star. But it's also basically like taught him how to heal, or it's like healed him as well. And the Emperor, it's almost like you made him a better man. Or at least that's what he's telling me. Even if the two of you aren't together, the will to me is like he wants to go from wherever he's at, But this is just a dream still. He's still planning it. Because you're the one he wants. 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups. You're the wish fulfillment. Because that's the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. And the Star is wish fulfillment. Like, even though it's quiet, maybe it's quiet because he's becoming the Emperor, right? He's becoming the man that you want him to be. Or need him to be. In the past, he ran, right? He ghosted, he disappeared, he's invisible. One day, he's gonna come back and he's gonna make it up to you, he says. Someday, somewhere, another time, right? He has abandonment wounds from his past. That's why he runs. Because he's scared. He's like, if I invest too much and they leave me, then I can't handle that, right? And so they go cold. Left out, walked away, cold. He felt that way as a child, so this is what he is, making it into now. But there will be the try again, new direction, starting over. Someday, not today, maybe not even tomorrow, but someday, right? He's still dreaming it up. He's still painting it. He's still trying to become the Emperor. So, at least he still is saying, like, if I were to love anybody, this is the love that's the love for me. And it goes back. The time goes back. And you opened something within him. You took him out of a shallow place from what I'm seeing. Maybe you opened the wounds he needed to look at, because that's why he was living in the shallow. But even from the beginning, I felt like you helped him to heal. You helped him to be a better man. So, if anything, it's funny, the Magician and the King of Pentacles, yeah, in time. Just give him some time. April Star, the free list is closed today, boo. But I will be back on Thursday. If you'd like to join and hit the little bell, you're more than welcome to get a reading another day. Alright. I'm glad, Laura. Thank you again for being a blessing and getting my list together for me. It means a lot. Alright, so next, Anna. Right, Anna? Yeah. Of course, and I'd love to read for you another time, my love. A girl only has so much energy. Hey, Critopia. Of course, babe. If you donate, I will be more than happy to read for you. Critopia. Long time no see. But if you want me to wait till the end, I will definitely do that. But we're getting close to the end, so just stay tuned. I mean, I can read you now or at the end, whichever you prefer. Alright, Ari, are you still here, babe? Of course. It's good to see you. Yeah, I called you, Ari. Is it your turn? What is your question? What was Chris thinking when you kissed him on the cheek? Okay, babe. Alright, well, I'm gonna holler, because it's not gonna be too long. Alright, let's see, babe. What was he thinking when you kissed him on the cheek? He's a Sagittarius. Oh, Lord. Those are some good times right there. Just saying. Alright, what did he feel when you just kissed him on the cheek? He's like, damn, girl, I want more. How do I get more? You made him feel like the man. And the lovers is here, so you struck a nerve there. You definitely liked it a lot. But he's like, can I get some more, please? Can I get some more, please? Alright, so next we have Veronica. You're welcome, babe. I hope you have like a great time with this man, Ari. You deserve it. You've been waiting for a while. Veronica. Alright, Siona. Why does he think, and thank you for the donation, Cretopia. I have you down for the end, babe. It'll probably be like 5 minutes if I don't, get anything else in between now and then. Okay. Why does he think y'all are gonna get married and have kids? You're welcome, boo. And don't stay away, Ari. I can always tell when y'all get happy. Y'all don't come say hi no more. Alright. Just stop by and say hey. You know, you don't gotta stay for a reading. He says he's the man, Siona. Like, he's your man. And it would hurt too bad to say anything else, is what I'm seeing. Like, I can't think of it being any other way. Like, if I'm going to be this great version of myself, I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. So, it's like it would kill him to lose that future thought, I guess. So, he doesn't care what you say. He's like, I'm the one. We're going to do this. So, I don't know. His actions probably don't match from what I can see, but we will see in the future. Alright. Rising Phoenix. Are you still here, love? Rising Phoenix. Of course, Bill, of course. She said, well, damn. Don't you want this man to think of you as his wife and having kids with him? Okay, what is coming towards you that you need to know? Let's see. How do I say this? This is if you just had a little more hope or a little more faith, um, you would realize like all of the things that you feel are very heavy for you right now, you could give them to God. You can release them or to whatever you believe in. You're working on it. You're breaking down those walls that don't need to be there. You're doing an amazing job, is what they're saying. And it's kind of like you're coming in like a wrecking ball. And I think that's because you're tired of self inflicting burdens and pain. Um, I think your whole foundation is changing during this time. And the star doesn't come without the tower falling. So right now it may feel very uncomfortable. And Spirit's like, just keep focusing on where you're headed, though, because where you're headed is beautiful. It's beautiful. And it's all exactly what you want it to be. But you gotta have just a little more faith. That's kind of what I'm saying. Or like, everything's like it's a beautiful mess. It's turning into something beautiful, like a beautiful disaster. Is that something? Yeah. You are a beautiful disaster. And they're proud of you because you're getting there. And right now may feel heavy. It may feel like you're not getting where you need to be. But it's like, who's judging? Only you. And that's where the burden comes in. It's like you're trying to rush. Stop trying to rush. But that's what I got. And they're proud of you. And love is in your future. Keep focusing on that. Keep saying that to yourself. You deserve love. You are worthy of love. You are going to find love. Tell yourself that. You are love, boo. Alright, so next we have CA Cutie, I think. Let me look. CA Cutie, yeah. Alright, CA Cutie, where are you at, my love? Let me light some incense. Okay, hold on. Let me get this lit, because this one seems to take forever. It's called the Forbidden Fruit. Ooh. Alright. Does Cecilio think of you? Or what does Cecilio think of you? Lots of fire. Lots of fire. Very attracted to you. Oh, okay. They want to make it happen. But they're showing up as a Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, so they look like a good time, not a long time, at least for now. But that's what they're telling me. Is it kind of feels like they're very numb right now. They're trying to fill holes within themselves that, you know, nobody outside of them can fix. They're getting there, slowly but surely. It shows growth, right? There's growth in feelings here. So maybe when he shows up as the King of Wands, I'd have more faith in him, but he definitely wants to give you some pleasurable nights. And you're welcome, Rising Phoenix. Alright, boo. Roxana? Roxana. I love the way you spell it, too. What would Max want me to know about our connection? He's scared. I think during Cancer season, you're going to hear from him. He's like, we're not done yet, is the way that I feel it. He's like, don't be mad. That's the main thing he's saying. Please don't be mad. Please don't forget about me. I'm coming. I'll be back. Now, what he's coming back as, I don't know. I can't tell you if this is a lesson or a blessing, but he does think about talking to you. And I think he will. Ace of Pentacles in the Chariot. He's just a little scared of you. And I would be too if I did something like, you know, ghosting or not showing up or whatever. I'd be probably scared too. CA Cutie said he is my moron. Oh, Lord. Nice. They say strippers aren't smart, you know. They're not the sharpest tool in the shed. Alright, CC Moon, are you here? I'm glad, babe. He might just be horny today. Who knows? CC Moon. Alright, no CC Moon. Mike. Is there a mic here? Yes, babe. The free list is closed for today, but I will be back on Thursday. Normally I'm on 3 days a week, but I'm going on a little vacay this week, so I'm only on Tuesday and Thursday this week. And thank you for subscribing. I do appreciate it. But I'm getting close to the end of the live right now. Space Cowboy, are you here? I like the name Fire Spawn. Space Cowboy. Where are you at? There you are. Okay, I'm gonna see what I can get for 3 cards. Space Cowboy. That's a lot of questions for 3 cards, but let me see what I can do. Alright. Why hasn't she broken? Okay, hold on, Mike. I got you. Give me 1 second. I feel like what she's telling me is like you are that person for her. But she's in a real, I don't know, I don't want to say depressed, but kind of hollow state. Like she's very in pain about something. I feel like she's trying to connect and trying to figure out the reasons why. Maybe she's had a hard life or something. I feel like if if you come in and break the contact right now, it might just make things worse. Like, she kind of needs this time so she can figure out, like, what did she learn from the things that she's been through, and to forgive those things as well. um she does think about you. When she thinks about you, she thinks about you as like the one, right? The end game, the husband material. But she knows she's not wife material. That's the way I feel it. And so staying away kills her, it hurts her, but at the same time it's teaching her something. So I would say just give it time. Let her be the one to come forward. Or at least at this time. Alright. Mike. Let's see. Is your wife being faithful? I don't really like to dig into that kind of thing, but we're gonna see. Let me see what I can get. Is your wife being faithful? Um, I would say no, but she does present herself as being in the middle of like a separation. And I don't know who she's presenting this to be honest. She kind of puts herself out there as being single, like she's ready for something new. It hasn't happened yet, but I do feel like if she keeps doing that in the future, there's an opportunity to um, not be faithful. So, just honest. And I don't like to get into that kind of thing, but you asked. All right, so Jason, are you still here? And Rachel, I got you. You'll be after Jason. That's the way my list is, so. No, babe, the list is closed today, but I'll be back on Thursday. Let me do you, Rachel, and see if Jason's here. Alright, how does Amoko feel? You have been ignoring him, girl. You need to quit it. Y'all need to quit it. You and Amoko need to quit it. Back and forth, back and forth. Y'all give me anxiety. Let's see, how does he feel now that you're not talking to him? Oh. He's telling me, do whatever you want. You're always gonna come back to me. You'll talk to me again. You're not going anywhere. He has no fear of losing you. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because you keep coming back. But that's where he's at. And he's like, okay, don't talk to me. Go do what you want to. Go talk to who you want to. You'll be back. He's very egotistical. I'm sorry, but he is. Yes, baby, you can donate, love, if you'd like to. When I get to the donations, though, I've got Creatopia first. Alright, is AA here? And this is my last free lister, because I don't think Jean or Philip are here. No, I get it, but you took him back. Not that you came back, you took him back. And so every time you've come back, and that's what he's saying, is like, you'll be back. I'll get you back, or whatever it is. Like, Mike, I don't know for sure what you know, with 3 cards, I can only tell you so much. I said in the future, I feel like it's a possibility, but I don't know who it is or what's going on with that. So, and thank you, Scorpio, my love. All right, AA. And then Cretopia, if you're here. And then I got you, Scorpio. You'll be after Cretopia. Hamza, the free list is closed for today, boo, but I will be back on Thursday, and I'd be happy to read for you another day. I'm sorry, I don't have a mod today. Cretopia. All right. Scorpio, go ahead and post your question, and then hopefully Cretopia will come and post hers as well. Go ahead, AA. Go ahead. Just post, AA. I got you. Sorry, Scorpio. I'm trying to wait for AA just because it's a quick one. All right, Scorpio. I promise you're right after this one. All right, can you get a message from your angels? Let's see. And thank you, Deliquisha. You'll go after either Cretopia or Scorpio, depending on who shows up. I kind of feel like Spirit is saying you may feel like you're not doing much, but your energy is moving. It's kind of like you're sitting in a spot and you're not moving, but it's like your force, your energy is attracting something to you. The things that you want, right? You're kind of going through a metamorphosis. You're aligning with like your true purpose. And so if you feel like you've lost the spark, don't worry, because the spark is about to come back like a lightning strike, it feels like. So, because I kind of feel like you're in a spot, you're like, I'm never going to feel that way again. And then Spirit shows you, yes, you will. Yes, Natty, I am. Alright, so we got Deliquisha and Scorpio. Alright. I understand, and that's good that you take accountability for a lot of the things that have happened, but just don't blame yourself too much or let them get away with too much, you know? Because I feel like if you hold this vision, eventually it will align. Like, there's healing being done on both sides. It kind of gives me like a twin flame connection, to be honest with you. It's kind of like you both are going through like an ego death. I think when you started, You never thought it would get this far. That's the kind of energy I get. And thank you, Nettie. Um, it feels like the place that you were at in the past, you were focused on, or both of you, it seems like you both, it's kind of like y'all mirror each other. Especially childhood wise, it feels like your wounds are very similar. And so you trigger each other on a whole other level. So at the beginning, you knew like this is a connection that's, I've got that feeling like it's gonna be a forever type of thing, regardless of how it looks. You know, it was meant for something. And so the connection kind of taught you to dig up those wounds from childhood and bring them to the surface so you could change and evolve. You're sitting in the Empress, so you're right now, it feels like you're just like one step away from being that really high version of yourself. But they're kind of a little behind you, is the way I feel. I feel like they're playing catch up right now. Because I do feel like you both had been wounded so much that what you had to offer was very minimal. You know, because y'all were both coming from a place of woundedness. And so they're seeing you. That's what I said. You know, soulmate, most definitely. It's changing. And like I said, I think they're just changing a little bit slower than you are. Right now it's just a solitude type of time because you both are learning those lessons. And I kind of feel like a lot of those really strong connections, they need to stay apart when they're both hurting. Only because if you're going to end up together in the future, you don't want to hurt somebody that you love to the point that they just don't want to have a future at all, right? So you both have been going through this dark period, this shadow work. There's a lot going on in the fifth dimension. I think there's also some forgiveness that's needed. Maybe that's what they're learning. You know, they're learning to forgive others. They're learning to accept themselves. They're learning to align with you. So I do understand, like, it's not really telling me the future. It's just telling me, like, as long as things keep going this way, they're going to become an emperor. I don't know how far behind they are from you, but once they step into that, that's when things will, like, magically become magically delicious, you know? And then look, I split the deck. Twinflame. I'm telling you, those are the hard ones, you know? But they're the ones that teach us, and we'll always be grateful no matter, like, how they end. And a lot of times, especially with twin flames, they do not like to focus on the future. They focus on the now. They take a snapshot of where you're at right now. And even if I ask for the future, spirits, like, those some things, if you were to know, you would change something that would affect the divine timing of it. So they kind of keep it limited. It's like, I'll tell you a little bit, but I don't want you to say something that will mess up something that, you know. If you know, you know. It's just hard being a reader because a lot of people are like, I need dates and times and initials and all this stuff. And I'm just like, you know what? Sometimes spirit, they like surprises. And they tell me what they want to tell me. So, alright. So, Cretopia, did you ever come back, babe? I don't think so. Okay, so Tay Marie, the free list is closed for today, but I promise you I will be back on Thursday if you'd like to join me then. Deliquisha, are you here, babe? Okay, babe. Thank you for telling me you're here. I appreciate that, love. All right, Bill. It's your turn. No, I got you, Natty. You're gonna be after Delaquisha, love. Unless Cretopia shows back up, because I've been waiting for her to. Oh, there you are. Okay, good. All right, so okay. Cretopia has 2 questions, Delaquisha, so just hold on 1 second. You can post, and I'll read for you right after, because I had her first, okay? So, 1 second, Delaquisha. I'm going to answer these questions for her, and then I got you. All right. I don't want to lose you again, Cretopia. Okay, so what do you need to do to maximize the sale outcome? And where are we guided to go? All right, let's see. Let's see what you need to do first to maximize the sale outcome. Okay. Spirit's kind of telling me, like, you're blessed. you're on the right path. You're headed towards this beautiful beginning, right? It looks like as long as you can humble yourself and just let the universe work with you, because I feel like you're expecting some kind of loss, or you're expecting some kind of like problem, and it's what I'm getting is like, if you could change your perspective, that would help. Maybe don't focus on like the loss, or because we've got 2 aces here. Like, this is a done deal right next to the Wheel of Fortune. Like, this is it's happening, and it's happening beautifully, but it's kind of like you don't see it in the way that Spirit's seeing it, because Spirit's like, you got it, and you're over here like preparing for things to go wrong. And if you prepare for things to go wrong, normally things will go wrong, and they'll go wrong in the way that you don't want them to go wrong, if that makes any kind of sense. You know what? Okay, let me set this aside. Hold on, let me clarify it, because basically Spirit's like, if you could get out of your head, it's like it's done. Like, it's already exactly where it needs to be, right? And the more that you prepare for something to go wrong, the more that it will. Let's see. Okay, this gives me the energy of like be very open when dealing with the customer, or dealing with the church, or whatever, the people that you're talking to. Be very clear. Just kind of let them know exactly what's going on. Don't let your fear like cover things up, or because I think the people that you're dealing with have dealt with like shisty people that will promise them these amazing things, right? and they could never come through with it. This is the way it feels to me. Like whoever you're dealing with has dealt with like people that they talk really fast. They tell you exactly what you want to hear, but come to find out, like they, whatever. So it's basically like saying, be very open, give them a view of all of the things that this investment can bring to them. Because we have King of Pentacles, the Sun, happiness. But also tell them, like, where things might not, you know, um, like where there might be problems. Like if there's other people involved or there's like things that might change, let them know everything. Be very, very, very clear. Like you're coming in, it's gonna be amazing, right? But it could go this way too. There could be some things that we might come against. Like just don't it's kind of like don't sugarcoat anything with these people. Just make sure to be very open, honest, and you'll get there. I don't think, like I said, Spirit says it's done. Like it's already done. It's already gonna be something you're gonna celebrate. But maybe the change is like changing their perspective. Maybe it's not your perspective that needs to change. Maybe it's the people you're dealing with, as far as like, hey, let's what is it you would like to know? What concerns do you have? Where do you feel, resistance? And talk about it. See how you can make it very clear for everybody, and so there's not any questions, because it's a big change. Change is scary, and some people deal with it better than others. But I feel like Spirit's like, it's gonna be amazing. Like you already got it. There's not much you can do except for make sure that these people can trust you. Because when you say this is what they're gonna get, that's what they're gonna expect, right? Because I know, like, when I'm talking to people, I like them to tell me all of it, right? Like, what do I need to watch out for? Where do I need to do this or whatever? I don't like salespeople that will tell you all these amazing things and not be truthful. I like the ones that are like, yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Let me make it more clear for you, so that way we're both on the same page, kind of thing. And I hope that makes sense. And thank you, Toka Toka. All right, let me do your second question. Where are you being guided to go? Let's see. And yes, babe, the free list is closed, love. Okay. Keep your eye focused on where you want this to go, because I do feel like it's kind of like breaking down a lot of walls to get where you want to go, right? It's like showing them how from like building maybe from the ground up is going to be a better thing, because maybe whatever it was built on a faulty foundation. Maybe you need to like go backwards a little bit with these people, like because the Tower of the Devil, the Ten of Swords, the Four of Cups, it's like maybe they're coming out of something that just they need to really quit focusing on the wrongs, or because it feels fear based. It feels like something is going on where they're resistant to the change, or resistant to coming out of where they're at, but they know they don't want to be where they're at. And I'm sure that's why you're there to help, right? Um, and I see that happening. It just may be an uncomfortable process, you know, and you might have to. It's not necessarily the situation that's the problem. It's the people in the situation that may be like resistant. They're like, this is too much. Change is scary. Like I said, that's the third five I've got. So there's huge change. And change is good, because if you're tearing down the things that didn't work, the devil, the ten of swords, the four of cups, stay focused on that end goal. Keep them focused, because things have to fall apart to get to where you want to be. Let's see. It's like making peace for their feelings, or making peace with the situation. Because it's almost like they're resistant to change, because this is what they feel is peaceful in home, or not. I mean, you know, like, to them, this is what they've been doing, so it's hard to see something different. But over time, you'll find peace in the situation, and they'll feel at home with it. I think that's where things will change. I feel like it's going to be very abundant. Especially with the universe, it feels like the universe is working with you during this time. They just need courage. They need courage to do it. And I mean, I don't know what you do. I don't know how your stuff works. But hopefully this made some sort of sense. It's like, especially because we've seen the strength card earlier, it's like sometimes our mind is in control. And it's funny because you're dealing with the church. Normally they're led by spirit, but it kind of feels like they're led by fear. So you have to overcome those fears. And I do see it happening. And they will be able to experience this new world, or whatever. I feel that it's worth everything that has to change. And the more you can keep them focused on the great parts and not focused on what could fall apart or go wrong, will be the best, you know, because I don't know what the hell these people went through, but it looks like they were stuck in, like, they couldn't get ahead. And it wasn't because the energy wasn't there for it to be successful. The energy is definitely there for success, but it's like they needed to go through this to realize the important part, the star, right? The true north. And so you're guiding them towards that true north, where they need to be, where they want to be. But I hope that helps. And yes, CC baby, you can. Oh. Okay. I guess I gotta do another one, because I thought those were the two questions. Okay, where are you being guided to? And sorry guys, that was my mistake. Alright, where? And yes, babe, you can. Oh, okay, so I can read it from that. It just looks like, let me see, where are you being guided to? It's kind of like spirit, and thank you, Cece, for your donation. You'll go after Toka. What I'm seeing is like, you've come a long way. It's kind of even like the last part. Y'all have overcome a lot. You've become more abundant, right? And that star is right there in the center again. So it's kind of the same message. Especially the Ten of Swords equivalent to the world, right? You've ended one painful cycle. Um, Realize how far you've come and don't let your fears keep you from going towards something bigger, better, more aligned to where you want to be. Because the money's going to come. 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. See, that's the Tower. It's kind of like maybe things have fallen apart for y'all in the past, and y'all stress or you overthink things, and you don't realize like your capabilities. Because Spirit's like, you can move wherever you want to, and it'd be great. It can be even better, you know, but it's like you've got to stop thinking that you can't, I guess. It's kind of like you've kept yourself in a box instead of like standing up as this Empress that you are. So maybe like it's time for you to quit stressing about it and just do it. Because Spirit's like, we got your back. Figure out where you want to move. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? And I'll open the door for it to make it happen. But it's like you don't see it. It's like you're always waiting, but you're sitting in this 9 of Pentacles. It's like, just go after what you want. Don't let your fears keep you stuck in the past cycle, right? And that's kind of the same message. It's just I worded it different. It's like whatever you want. Where do you want to go? Think about it. Like truly, where do you want to settle? Where do you want to call home? Where would you feel most peaceful? And then have a conversation. Manifest it. Don't stress it. Manifest it. Because you deserve more than you're giving yourself credit for. And you and your daughter both have a very abundant energy. So it's like you need to move up. Don't move down is what I'm getting. Like where you're at now may be good, but there's something better. And I hope that makes sense. And hey, Jean. Ooh, you got salmonella. That sucks. Alright, so hopefully that helps, love. I'm going to go back and do Delaquisha. Delaquisha, are you still here, babe? I'm going to do who is in your energy. I hope that's right. I feel like I'm in 5 different places. And then Natty Nat, you'll be after Delaquisha. Because it kind of is just saying, like, dream big. Because they'll support you. Like, you may feel like it's out of your budget. Or stop thinking of the reasons why not and think of the reasons why, you know? Because Spirit will provide no matter where you're at. Oh my gosh. Veggie Delight. Isn't it funny that most people get sick off of vegetables? Because I know I've had food poisoning a couple times, and it was because of vegetables. Delaquisha, are you here, babe? Oh my gosh, that sucks. Man, I've been having stomach issues too, but thank God it wasn't that. Okay, babe. Alright, so Delaquisha wants to know who is in her energy right now. Let's see. Who is in her energy? got a lot of Leo energy. I also have Pisces here, but it's kind of telling me like things were really hot and heavy, and then there was a pause. And it looks like there was a pause because whoever you were dealing with needed healing, and they needed to put their ego in check, or their ego needed to go into check. I would say this person is somebody that ghosted you, but it's not like they did it because there wasn't love there. It was more of they needed to go on a healing journey alone. Let's see if we can get any more energies, because this one, let me see, Jean. Deliquation, Natty Nut, CC. Yes, that is. Oh no, Toka is after Natty. So it's Natty Nat, Toka, and CC. I don't think I forgot anybody. Alright, let me see. Could be an Aries. They want to move forward towards you, or they will probably. It could be like a no contact situation, but things seem to be moving. So Leo and Cancer season can be significant here. It's like they want to make up for what they've done, or it kind of feels like they've taken something from you. I think that they're going to make that decision come Leo season. They'll finally have the strength to do it. So mid-July, August, I do feel like a rush of energy. Now, they have a history of being hot and heavy and then pulling back. So I'm not saying that this person is going to be totally healed, or, but it does look like they're going to make a significant move towards you. Fool, Chariot, Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands. Just be careful, because, you know, we never know until we know if that person's ready or not. Not on your birthday. Well, he's still hanging on. He's hanging on there. She's like, he needs to get out of there. Man, I've been walking around saying I denounce any soul tie that is not in alignment with my highest good. That's my new motto. That's what I'm walking around saying. But some of them are hard to detach. But I hope that helps, love. The free list is done, boo, besides Eugene. Alright, Natty Nat, it's your turn. What is the good stuff that's coming up in your love life? Alright, baby, let's see. Man. Constant cleanse. Get you some moon water out there tonight. Set the intention to cleanse your soul. You know what I do? I write down names, or I write down like things that I don't want in my energy, and I'll write it all down, and I burn it under the full moon sometimes. But all right, Natty Nat, what is this good stuff coming for Natty Nat? The worst part is over, boo. Spirit's like, what do you want? It reminds me of that T.I. Song, you can have whatever you like. Maybe you haven't decided yet what you want. I kind of feel like you're stuck in the in-between in the moment. Because I have the High Priestess, the Hierophant. It may feel silent. But I feel like there's a significant connection in your energy already. But I don't think it's anything that you know of. This could have been like an option, or this could have been something that you never really decided on, or they never decided on you. Maybe you liked being the option, or you liked the illusion of a connection in the past, even though you knew it wasn't like for your highest good. And so now Spirit's like, what do you want? Do you want the past or you want the future? Which one do you want? Pick it. Tell me what you want. Make a list. Write down whatever it is, you know, like, do you want an honest, loyal, loving man? Do you want, you know, somebody that's gonna love kids? Do you want somebody that's healed? Because I still think you're in that the energy of still wanting what the old version of yourself wanted, but you're a new version now, and that's what Spirit's saying. You're a new version. Think bigger, because I do see there's a healed connection coming forward. You just don't see it. And you don't see it because it's almost like you don't have the 3D glasses yet. You're thinking too small is what Spirit's saying. They got something big for you. Something secure. Somebody that you're going to be really attracted to. But you're attracted to them from a healed space of, it's not the appearance that you're attracted to. You're attracted to the essence, the connection, the connectivity. Not that you're not going to be attracted physically. It's just there's something changing. And so there's a big connection coming in your future, but it's still kind of lingering because you still are working on recognizing patterns of your past that kept you going after the wrong type of man, right? And so you'll see it. You'll see this connection. This connection will come in as soon as your vision clears or you figure out the illusion that you've had as far as, because Spirit's like the worst part is over, and it's over because you're not gonna, I don't feel like you're gonna repeat it again, but you're still clearing the vision to be able to see the new, because the connection that is coming up is the High Priestess and the Hierophant, and that's a very spiritual connection, very different, but very connected. So there's still something clearing up, but there's a great love coming for you anyways. The end. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, I do see the cycle coming to an end because you're starting to recognize certain characteristics that you're attracted to, and it's not for the right reasons. It's from your trauma. Your trauma wants to be right about something, and so you just gotta think a little clearer. But anyways, all right. So Toka, here we go. Girl, you're always seeing him tomorrow. You're going to try to look nicer than usual. And thank you again, Nettie Nut. Alright, Toka. Jay's next actions. When you see him tomorrow. Mañana. Oh yeah, you're definitely going to be looking good. The star. You're going to be the star of the show tomorrow. He's not going to be able to take his eyes off of you. Like, better than ever. This man. Okay. I feel like he's gonna be friendly, right? But he's not showing his emotions. And I think it's because his emotions are like, he keeps fighting against his urges. Like, he's got all these urges. Like, he's on fire on the inside for you, and he's not sure how to handle them. Every time he sees you, he's like, damn. But this man just, it's very, he's putting on this friendly vibe. Like, we're going to keep it in the friend zone. But that's not what he wants. He wants more. Let's see. He fantasizes about you. But it's like, maybe every time he gets up the nerve, there's too much work to do, or there's something else that needs to be done. And here you are sitting on your throne as the Queen of Wands, like, just luring him in. He will take action, but I can't tell you when, because the moon, it's like right there with the moon and the Five of Wands. And it's small, you know, it's like, he covers up his feelings very well because he has a lot of them. He fantasizes about you. He thinks about you. You're always on his mind. But he's saying, oh, well, we're just friends. We're just friends. I'm going to leave it as just friends. Maybe he feels like, I don't know if y'all have talked about relationships. Maybe he feels like you have relationships with other people, or that you're in a relationship. But if not, it's like, maybe he's fighting himself. Is he good enough? Is this good for the job? Can I do this? But you are a temptress, and eventually he's going to. In the Seven of Cups, that always shows me, like, he wants to go have a drink with you. Three of Cups, Seven of Cups, which equals the Ten of Cups. If he could just make this move, y'all would be at the Ten of Cups. But I don't know. It feels like every time he gets the nerve to do it, like there's too much other things going on. Like, he doesn't get that alone time or that chance. But you say he calls you all the time. It's like he wants more. Like, nobody's that lonely. It's this man. He's fire. Like, you fire this man up. But you also scare him. Maybe he had like a relationship with somebody in the company before, and it went really bad or something. I don't know. Or he... Because what do they say? You don't shit where you eat kind of thing? Like, you don't want to... So, as much as he wants you, he tries to talk himself out of it. Alright, Cece. But yes, I do feel like it will happen. Alright, so Cece, was Danny mad? You were hanging out with his brother in New York. You were hanging out with his brother? How did that happen? I'm sure he did not like that at all. But let's see. Toka, this man has got to move, or I'm going to go push him. I don't know where you're at, but if you're close, I'm going to go give him a little heads up. Alright, Danny, is he mad? I think he was a little worried, not necessarily mad. Um, I feel like he's kind of concerned only because he's like, I moved too slow. Like I need to do something different. I feel like he might have been a little jealous, yes. But mad, no. He's kind of like, I deserve it. Like, I could have been the one being there, but instead I wasn't. So maybe this taught him something. Maybe it scared him a little bit. It woke up that demon inside of him. Like, maybe he thought he was good. Maybe he thought he never trip over a woman. He never get upset over a woman. And you kind of shone a light on his darkness, right? Like his trigger, like you triggered him. And he's like, "Oh, well, I need to stop overanalyzing things. I need to move. I need to be better. I need to," cuz he doesn't want to lose you. But the sun keeps coming out like I need to go from being this slow ass knight of coins to this knight of swords. Like, I'm moving too slow because of my own fear, right? So you shone a light on something that now is ending and it's making it better. So I don't know what you did with the brother, but it's making a difference in his life. Ten of Cups, like this kind of, the jealousy kind of showed him like what he truly wants. Like, you're part of the family. Like, you are what he wants as a family. So maybe it's a good thing you hung out with his brother, because it woke him. Look at that. 10 of coins, 2. 10 of cups. Maybe he needed that. But mad, no. I don't see mad at all. I see like an awakening. Like, oh shit. What am I doing? Because maybe he could have been there too. But he didn't. And hello, Doris. Sorry, the list is closed, babe, for today. And I'm on my last reading, so everything is closed. And thank you again, Cece, for your donation. But I will be back on Thursday if you have the chance to come. And that's the thing. He could have been there, right? And he's like, I'm too slow. Like, I could have been the one there instead of my brother, you know? We could have all been there together. But, hey. It did good. Good, you shook him. He needed it. Alright, Jean. Virgo's feelings and next actions are towards you. Let's see. Let's see. You have a blessed day too, Doris. Thank you for being here. Man, I told you that P31, man, that is the song. I love it. Alright, Virgo's next. Man, the sun is coming out. Maybe he got a wake-up call too. I feel like Leo season, communication, real fast. I feel like he's gonna express a lot of love. Like, you're gonna see something, or he's gonna show you something you have not seen before from him, is what I'm getting. It's like, the things he says you never heard him say before. Like, it's a very open, honest communication that's coming. Because before, I think he was talking from a very wounded space. So when he comes forward, I think he's gonna tell you a lot, possibly about what happened in the absence or the time apart, but also to tell you what he wants and how he feels about you. But I don't know what you're gonna do, because we got the Seven of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Lovers. I think you're gonna end up friend zoning him, but we'll see when the time comes. You are the sun, boo. You are. Maybe he'll come in for your birthday. The Revealer, right? But anyways, thank you all for being here. It went well without mods for most of the time. I am glad you came at the end, Jean. Thank you. And I love you guys. I hope that the food poisoning or the salmonella goes away. But I hope y'all have an amazing hump day, and I'll see you again on Thursday. Y'all know I'm not good at goodbyes. I'll ramble forever. So